the letter A. What sound does A make? Ah. Good job. So let's look at some things that start with the letter A. What is this? Axe. So axe. Good, friends. What are these? Ants. Good, everybody. Ants. Good. Hold on. This is our learning time, friends. What's this? Miguel. Good. Miguel, what is this? Okay, so on the count of three, all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Avocado. Good job, friends. What is this? Ambulance. Good. And what is this? Alligator. Good job, Christopher. Can everybody say that? Alligator. And what is the sign for A? Show me. Good. And it says A. Good job. Okay, remember this, our letter? What letter is this? M, right? And it says So show me your 3 fingers over here, like this. Okay, and it says So monkey. Can you say that? Monkey. Good. What's this? Money. So money. Can you say money, Roman? Good. Hold on, friend. What is this? Mountain. Okay, let's say it together. Ready? Mountain. Good job, friends. What is this? Map. Right? Julian, did you hear that? Everybody say it with me. Ready? Map. King, are you paying attention? What is this? Milk. So can we say it together? Milk. Good, friends. What is this? It's the moon, right? Eli, can you say it with me? Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Moon. Good job, friends. What is this? Math. Good job, Aljanae. So everybody say it with me. Math. Hold on. This is your learning time. Good job. And what is this? Math. Right? So let's do it one more time. Math. Good job, friends. Okay, what is our letter of the week this week? What is it? No, what is the S, right? So this is our S. Show me your S with your thumb over your fist, right? Show me your S. And it's a sizzling sun, right? So what is this over here? Okay, what is this, friends? Do you remember? Amira. Well, yeah, there's strawberries right here. So everybody say that with me. Strawberries. Hold on, Isabella. King, we're up here. What is this right here? Right here, this picture in the water. It's a sailboat. Good job, Ajane. Can everybody say it with me?
Sailboat.
Sailboat. Good job, friends. What about these? What are these? Socks. Okay, say that with me. Socks. Good job, friends. What are these called?
Shoes.
Shoes, or we also can call them sneakers, but we can call them shoes. So, ready? Say it with me. Shoes. Good. What about this? What is this? What do these look like to you? What kind of noodles? What do we call that? When it has like red sauce in it. What's it called, Ashley? Spaghetti. Good job. Can you say it with me? Spaghetti. Good job, friends. And what did we say this was right here? Sun, right? Sizzling sun. King, what is this? What is this that you drink out of? Straws. Good job, Adonai. So say it with me. Straws. Good. And what did we learn about yesterday? What is this?
Snails.
Snails. So say it with me.
Snails.
Snails.
I already saw a snail.
review it, Eli. What about what are these? Scissors. And how do we say that?
Are you?
Scissors.
I saw a real snail.
Okay. Do you guys want to review about snails?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to remember, I want you to watch, and then tell me what you learned, okay? Remember, we made our chart yesterday. Listen, friends. Listen. We're going to pause and we're going to see what we remember, okay?
Let's look at snails. Laura Hamilton writes about. Snails have shells.
Okay, remember? What is their shell for? What is the purpose? Does anybody remember? What, Anthony? It protects them, right? That's right too, Eli. It's their house, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, Sam.
Because they hide.
Yeah, why do they hide, Sam?
Because they didn't want no stranger to break them.
Right? So it protects them, right, Roman? What did you want to say, Roman? Did you want to add anything to it? It protects them. So if they see something coming, they get scared. What do? They go into it, right? And it's a hard shell, so it protects them. Yes, Julian. Hold on, friends. When my friends are talking, no, we don't shout at me, Christopher.
I saw a real
You like raise your hand? Yes, Julian.
Because when stranger comes, and then they need to hide in his house.
Yes, that's good, Julian. Okay, let's listen. Let's see what else we can learn.
Something is hiding in this shell. Can you guess what it is? It's a snail. This is a snail. Snails have soft, slimy bodies.
Does anybody remember what that slime was called? What was it called?
Wet.
It is wet, right? It keeps it nice and wet so their path is moist. But what is that slime called? Do you remember?
Moisture.
It is moisture, but there was another word for it. And it did start with M. Do you remember what it was?
M.
Do it again.
Is it mom?
Okay, let's see.
It is a mom.
Remember, we learned about it yesterday. Okay. So what was that moisture called, friends? Do you remember? Let's see. We learned about it yesterday. It was called mucus, right?
Mucus.
So that's another name for that slime. Let's see what else.
On their backs are hard shells. Many snails have round spiral shells. Some snails have shells that are long and pointy. This sea snail has a spiky shell. Sea snails live in the sun.
So are all of their shells the same? No. What is something else that their shell is like? Do you remember? Well, they just said, can it be pointy? That's something new that we learned, right? So we learned yesterday that they have a shell, but we can also learn that it's pointy. What else? Can it be swirly, right?
Yeah.
So it's swirly, it's pointy. What else? Yes, Christopher? Okay, hold on. Okay, let's keep watching, friends.
Where else do snails live?
Where else can they live, friends?
In the ocean.
In the ocean, right? So they can live on plants, right? Or they can live in the ocean. Let's do some water for ocean. Yeah, they like to eat leaves, right?
And they like to eat some people too.
They don't eat people, but they do eat leaves, right, Tom? That was good. That's something new. You saw a snail? So they like to eat leaves. Okay. Okay, I'm sure you guys will see them outside. Okay, hold on, friends. You don't see them outside? Okay, listen, friends, watch me. Put your finger in if you can hear me. Okay, let's keep learning about snails. Listen, because we're already learning new things.
Freshwater snails are ponds, rivers, and streams.
Okay, friends, listen. So we just said that they can live in oceans. Were you listening where else they can live? Did you hear?
Salt water.
Good. Salt water, what else? Fresh water. So that means, remember yesterday we said the ocean's salty, but they can also live in what's called a pond. Do you know what a pond is? It's like a little body of water, and it can be fresh water, a stream, let's write that down. So they can also live in ponds. Good job. See, that's something new that we didn't catch yesterday, right, friends?
I found a shell at school.
You found the shell?
A shell at school.
Let's keep what? Listen, friends. Let's see what else we can learn that we didn't catch yesterday.
Fresh water is not salty. Land snails live in forests, trees, and gardens.
Okay, so where do land snails live? Gardens. Good, Christopher.
Trees.
Yes, good job, Roman. So land snails, that's another kind of snail, right?
And bushes.
So they can live in trees and gardens.
And
Let's see. I can draw a tree. Good job. See, that's something new that we didn't catch yesterday, right? Okay. Let's see what else. Listen, Eli. Let's see what else we can learn.
Live on mountains or in deserts. This land snail is leaving behind a slimy trail.
What is that slimy trail called again, friends? Do you remember? We just talked about it. What was that slime that we just said? What was it called?
Oil.
Kind of. There's not. It started with M. Mucus.
Mucus.
Everybody say that. Mucus.
Mucus.
Okay, good job, friends. Let's listen.
The trail is made of mucus. A garden snail creeps across a leaf. The mucus trail helps the snail move. It is like a slippery rope.
So why do they have that mucus?
The mucus started to move.
So they can move. That's right. Good job, Eli. It makes it so it's slippery and they can move very easily. Because are they fast or are they slow?
They're slow.
They're slow. Okay, let's watch.
And turtles are slow too.
Yeah, let's watch.
The snail slides over easily. A snail moves along its flat bottom.
What was that flat bottom called, Eli? A flat foot, right? And we learned about that yesterday, right? The flat foot. And that's like their whole body, right? It's like their belly. Okay, let's listen.
It looks like a belly, but it is the foot of a snail. A snail has one flat foot that helps it move. At the front of the foot is the head.
Okay, so what's at the front of the foot?
Head.
The head. And before we move on, do you remember how many tentacles it has?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4. Remember, let's count. Look, do you see them here, friends? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got 2 big ones. And what's on the ends of these ones? They're eyes. And are they big eyes?
No,
No, they're little eyes. Okay, let's watch.
And snails have 4 tentacles on their heads. Can you find the snail's 4 tentacles? Look closely at the ends of the 2 long tentacles.
You see
Do you
them?
see 2 black dots?
They're little, right?
These are the snail's eyes. A snail can only see dark and light.
So do they see really well?
Yeah.
No. They can only see like light and shadows. So, and their little ones, so their big ones are what? Their big tentacles are what? Their eyes, right? So their little tentacles, those help them feel where they're going. So they're like right in front of their body, right? So if they're gonna run into anything, they're gonna feel it because they may not see it because they only see kind of like lights and shadows, okay?
Uses its 2 shorter tentacles to feel where it is going. These snails cannot see each other well. They will use their tentacles to find their way. A snail's mouth is near the front of its head.
So where's their mouth? Right near the front of their head, right? And it's like a little mouth, right? It's not like big, like kind of like what you have.
They have squeezy legs.
Yeah, let's keep watching.
Most land snails eat plants, but some snails eat animals.
So most land snails eat what?
Animals.
Oh, no, well, let's listen to that again. Some of them do, right? Let's listen to that first part. Okay, watch.
Plants. But some snails eat it. A snail's mouth is near the front of its head. Most land snails eat plants.
So most land snails eat what? Plants. So that's kind of easy for them to find, huh? So let's write what they eat. They eat plants. Okay, listen. Let's see what else they eat. Christopher, let's see what else they eat.
But some snails eat animals.
So some of them
This
eat
is the
animals.
snail's mouth. Yum yum.
Probably little ones, right? Do you think they're out there eating like lions and big like pigs? What do you think they eat? They probably eat. Do you think maybe they eat little bugs or little insects maybe? Something little, because look at how little their bodies are. They can't eat.
They eat plants.
Yeah, they eat plants and they also eat animals, right? Let's read. Or let's watch. Listen.
Snails stay safe. Snails look for food in damp, dark places.
So where do they look for food? In dark places, right? Because it keeps them safe. Because they're little, right? So sometimes if they're out in the open, they're more susceptible, or they're gonna come more in encounter with things that can harm them. So they're gonna go into dark places, right? And they probably like damp areas because they like wet, right? Okay, let's see where else.
They try to stay out of dry, sunny places. Do you know why?
Do you know why they try to stay out of the sun? Yeah, why? Do you know why?
Because they would die.
So they don't like the sun, right? Let's listen.
A snail will die if its body gets too dry. It can go inside its shell to stay cool and
So their body will dry out, right? So when you get hot, when it's really hot outside, like really hot, do you go inside to cool down? Right? The air's on, it's nice in there. So that shell, remember? Eli, remember what is their shell to them, Eli? It's their house, right?
Yeah.
So they will go inside their shell when they need to cool down. And their shell is like a nice, it's almost like a little cave, right? So it keeps them cool. Right, Sam?
Their legs are flat.
Yeah, so let's keep watching.
Moist. This snail stays safe inside its shell. I want some water. Some land snails hibernate in the cold winter months. No, you
Do we know what hibernate means, Sam?
No.
That's a big word, right, friends? So hibernate means that they go inside their Sam. Don't worry about Eli. So hibernate, are you watching, friends? Hibernate means that they go in and they're going to sleep there for a while so they can get through the cold winter months. What else? Do you know any other animal that hibernates? What, Ajne? No, it's big. It's a bear. They hibernate too. That just means they go away into their shell or their cave for a while. That way it protects them. And they eat, right? They eat before they go into their shell so they can stay cool and they'll stay warm and safe. Okay? Listen.
The snails go into a deep sleep. Mucus seals their shells shut.
Okay, so the mucus, remember friends, the mucus keeps the path slimy and wet for them. But what else does it do for them? It seals their shells. That way when they sleep, they can be protected and nothing can get into their shell, right? While they're hibernating. So that's good. Let's watch.
Are these snails hibernating? No, they're hiding from the predators.
They're hiding from, what's a predator, friends?
Predators mean an animal.
That's like an animal. Sam, please don't touch Ashton. That's like an animal that wants to hurt them, right? So they go into their shell. They go into their shell so they can be protected, right? Yes, Ajane. Well, they could. An animal can try to eat it, but if most animals are going to touch that shell, and they might think, oh, that's maybe a rock, right? because it's not like people. Like most of their threats are animals, right? So if that animal goes to them and they're hiding in there, that animal's gonna hit that hard shell and they're gonna be like, oh, there's nothing there, and then the snail's safe. Let's listen. Listen, friends.
Predators are animals that hunt and eat other animals.
So you hear? So remember we just talked about that. So predators are animals that hunt and want to eat them, right? It's a porcupine, right?
Eat snails. Hedgehogs eat snails. Snails lay eggs.
What are those? Eggs. They kind of look like bubbles, right? But those are their eggs that they lay.
They look like puppet balls.
Okay, let's watch.
This snail is laying eggs in a hole in the ground. Snails hide them.
Why do you think they hide their eggs in a hole in the ground?
Professionals won't catch it.
That's right. What was that word we just learned? Predator. Say predator. Good. So that's right. So they bury their eggs in the hole so their predator can't get it. Good.
They're eggs from predators. Inside the eggs are baby snails.
Listen.
What happens to the eggs? These snail eggs are hidden in a leaf. The eggs hatch. Out come tiny snails. This tiny snail just hatched. A young snail eats and eats. It grows bigger and bigger.
So look how little the tiny little baby snail comes out. So as their body grows, what else grows?
Little pig.
Amara? Listen, friends. Oh, did you guys hear that? Put your finger in your nose if you can hear me. When my friend is talking, I need you to listen so you can hear her. Amira, what did you say? The shell grows. So as the baby snail gets bigger, so does the shell. Listen.
Its shell grows too. A young snail hitches a ride on its parents' back. Baby snails are hungry. First, they eat their eggshells. Then, they look for tasty plants. This slimy snail is all grown up.
All right. So we learned a lot more even today, right, friends? About snails. All right. Let's do our letter S song. Everybody stand up. Stand up, friends. Stand up. Stand up, Isabella. Isabella, stand up.
For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. And that snaky makes my knees a little shaky. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. And that snaky makes my knees a little shaky. For an S I make just a curvy little snake.
I'll do it again.
Yes. Let's do it again, friends. I want to hear you making the what sound? Good. I want to hear you, okay, friends? Hold on. Ready? Want to hear and see you doing it.
S.
S. Ready?
For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. And that snaky makes my knees a little shaky. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. For an S I make just a curvy little snake. With that snaky makes my knees a little shaky. And as I make just a curvy little snake.
Good job, friends. Okay, have a seat. Come. Have a seat. Have a seat, friends. about yesterday? Cam. First, okay, remember our review of our letter of the week, A. Can you say A? Do we see any A's in this first word, Cam? Cam, where? In the beginning? No. What's this? That's an A, right? So A. So Cam draws. Do we see any A's in this word? Draw. Do we see our letter of the week in this word? So D-R-A, W, and then our S, right? Right? Look, do we see another A? A, Sam? Sam, do we see any of our letters in this word picture? Picture? Not yet. So it says Cam draws a picture for Jaden. Do we see an A in the word Jaden?
Her making a sound to me, her talking to me and trying to learn.
Okay, so ask her to leave you alone and look up here so you can learn, okay? Okay, so it says Cam draws, friends, I'm up here. Cam draws a picture for Jaden. So how is she a good friend? Can anybody tell me how she's a good friend? Amira? Does she help her draw a picture maybe? What else, Miguel? How can she show that she's a good friend? Christopher. Yes? Christopher. Yeah, but here, if you guys are sitting at your table and you're drawing and you need that crayon that's next to your friend, how can your friend show that they're a good friend? Can they take that away? No, what can they do? They can share the crayons, right? And you give them another one. Good job, Ajane. So we can share, and that's one of our rules, right? Sharing with our friends. And that shows that we're a good friend, right, Eli? You know what also shows a good friend, Eli? When the teacher is talking, right? And you're showing me your listening skills, Sam, and you're listening and you're being good friends to your friends who are learning, right? That's being a good friend too. Okay. We like to play games. Do we see our letter of the week or our review letter in the word play? Do you see an A, Christopher? In the word play? Look, do you see an A anywhere in here? Yes. So play, right? We like to play A. Do you see another A in the word games? Games, right? And then what's this letter right here? But what letter is that sound makes? S. So S, right? We just learned that. So we like to play games. Who likes to play games?
Me.
I like to play games. So listen, friends. How can friends play nicely? How can you play nicely, Sam? How can you play nicely with your friends? You don't know how to play nicely with your friends?
I love Sonic. I love Sonic and robots and dinosaurs.
Okay. Julian, how can you play nicely with... Oh, I'm talking. My voice is on. Yours is off. If you want to say something, you raise your hand and wait patiently. Thank you. Julian, how do you play nicely with your friends?
Because I like to play dinosaurs.
Do you share your dinosaurs with your friends? Yes. Christopher, how do you show your friends that you play nicely?
Like the people.
Do you share with them?
Yes.
Are you nice? What about when you're playing with the linker cubes? Do we share with our friends?
Yes.
Do we grab them and we get mad when they don't share with us? No. And do we always act how our friends act to us? Like if they're not being nice, should we be mean back to them? No. We should, or we show kindness, right? And we share with them. And sometimes that'll make our friends want to share with us because we're sharing with them. Christopher, scoot into your skirt, please. What else? How can friends play nicely? Miguel. Oh, Christopher, sit nicely. Miguel, turn your body. That way he doesn't hit you. Miguel, how can you play nicely with your friends? Hold on, Christopher. Do you share? Do you take turns? If you're playing a video game, you like to play video games. Do you take turns? Okay. Good. Jaylin, how do you show that you can play nicely with your friends?
I like to play. I like to watch.
You like to watch?
I like to watch.
You like to watch TikTok? Okay. How can you play nicely with your friends? King, tell me. And your friends can be your mommy, your daddy, your sisters, your brothers, your friends at your centers. It can be everybody. It can be your friends that you can play nicely with, King. Huh? Go ahead. How do you play nicely with your friends? Good. Good. Friends, put your finger on your nose if you can hear me. I hear too much chatting, and I can't hear my friend. This is our learning time, so let's listen to what my friends have to say, okay? Let's see. Let's move on. Okay. Remember we learned about our dinosaurs and how he was a good friend? So let's listen. Let's watch about our dinosaurs, and then we'll read it together.
This book is called How Do Dinosaurs Play with Their Friends?
Listen, because I'm going to ask you questions.
How do dinosaurs learn to play? They romp and stomp the friendly way.
Girls.
How do dinosaurs play with their friends? By Jane Yolen and Mukti. What if a dinosaur's friends come to play? Does he mope? Does he pout?
Does he mope? Do you mope during your sentence? No. What else?
If he can't get his way,
Roman, when we don't get our way, do we throw a fit? No, that's not showing that we're a good friend, right, friends? Right. Okay, let's see.
does he hide all his dump trucks, refusing to share?
Do you like it when your friends are playing with you? They take all the blocks?
And they sell
No.
buckets?
Yeah, that's not nice, right? When they take all the blocks from you and they don't share with you? That's not nice.
Do you have buckets?
Let's listen.
Does he throw his friends' coloring books in the air?
No.
Do we throw our friends' toys in the air?
No.
No, that's not nice. And the dinosaur, what is he doing in this picture?
He's angry.
Is he throwing their toys?
Yeah.
And how does his friend look? How does his friend look here? Does he look happy that he's throwing the coloring books?
He's angry.
He's angry. Why is he angry, Sam?
Because he won't share the toys.
Because he won't share the toys. And does that make us happy when our friends don't share?
No.
No. What does it make you feel like?
Angry.
Makes you angry. Makes you sad, maybe? Yes, Anthony? That could help. Listen.
Does he hog all the swings and the sandbox and slides?
Oh, look at his friend. Is he happy? Or does he look happy that he's not sharing?
He's angry.
When you go out to recess and your friend doesn't share the slide, does that make you happy? Makes you angry. And Sam, how do we nicely tell our friend, hey friend, I would like a turn?
Like this. Please have a turn.
That was very good. So Sam, say it in a complete sentence. May I please have a turn, friend? Good job, Sam. So I want you to practice that when you're on the playground, okay? Listen.
Does he not give his friends any tricycle rides?
He doesn't share the
No,
tricycles?
a dinosaur doesn't. He knows how to play. He treats everyone in the friendliest way.
Do we know how to play, friends?
Yeah.
When we're on the playground, how are we to our friends?
Nice.
How are we to our teachers who are watching us in the playground? You know, being a good friend doesn't only mean being a good friend to your little friends, but it also means being a good friend to your teachers, right? Listening and playing nicely. So let's see how he shows that he's a good friend. What do you how does he look in this picture? Does it make you happy when you're being a good friend as well? So not only is your friend happy that you're being a good friend, Julian, but you're happy, right? Does that make you feel good when you're being a good friend? It makes me feel good, right? So let's see how he feels. And how does his friends look now that he's sharing? Christopher, do they look happy? Good, Roman. Let's see.
He shares all his toys and gives turns on his bike.
So did he take all the toys away? What did he do? He shared them. And how did that make his friends feel? What do you think? Happy. Christopher. Go. Wait, okay. It made him happy, right? So let's see.
His friends get first choice for the games.
And sometimes it's hard to share, right? And sometimes it shows that we're being a good friend when we let them go first, right? So you could be in line waiting patiently for this slide, and then your friend wants to go before you. And then are you a good friend if you say, you know what, you can go ahead of me, right? Does that make you feel good when your friend does that for you? Let's see.
That they like. He listens, then asks, would you like one turn more?
So not only did he give him a turn, but he gave him a chance to have what? Another turn, right? And how do you think that made him feel? Happy.
Good friend, little dinosaur.
So what did we learn about being a friend? Raise your hand. How do you be a good friend, Jalen? We share, right? We take turns. We don't pout, Roman. We don't throw a fit when we don't get our way, right? Okay. Do you want me to stop this? Is this good?